Good evening. Good evening. How you doing? I have the weakest fucking chai tea. I made chai tea and I left it in for like a while and it's still like the weakest fucking tea I've ever had. It doesn't help that like the box is expired by like over a year at this point. Of course, I got it for free because it was expired, and you could tell, but it's been fine. But now it's like so flavorless that I may as well just throw out the rest of it. Ooh, Seal's pretty good. Any reference to the other big Falcom series would be a great Easter egg. I guess it is pronounced East. I've always wondered if it's pronounced East. It's just YS. I've played like one or two of like the really old one. And that's it. I have thought of like getting into that series. Just have never done it. And the newer ones look decent. Who should I give this to? Blind, you have poison. You have nothing. You have nothing. Give it to him because it gets me to 4 fire. It gets me some kind of spells. I think... What have I seen? I've seen the rats, the gators, the slimes, the drones, plants, and the big worms. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to end up going into the town of Mainz itself. Did you know chests are natural-born boxers? No surprise, really. We're all squared up. I do know which mine is, like, that they're talking about. Because I remember seeing it last game and thinking, probably going to get in here at some point. It's beautiful. Yeah, the view is amazing. Suppose this makes up for having to walk, if only just. Yeah, thank goodness the weather is clear out here. Looks like Fran was right about there being no rain on the mountain path. It's so pretty. I could fight until Lloyd gets a level, I guess. 8 out of 61. It had certainly not been the wedding of his dreams, yet Cyril had held deep sympathy for the woman, for from the moment he met her father, he had seen that he loved his daughter in the way that the nobility loved fine jewelry. Sounds insulting. I feel like that's insulting. I wouldn't want to be loved that way. Like some possession to be shown off to others.
Yosh.
My damage has fallen off pretty hard on this road. Fire. Everything here is weak to fire. Let's see. Is this going to be like a super monster? No? Oh, no, well, why does he don't have a combo yet? That's unfortunate. You can accelerate. We don't have any buffs. I mean, I can accelerate 2 people. Let's do it. That spreads them out. I don't want to spread them out. I want to... Courage. Her S-Craft doesn't cover a ton of area. It's not much bigger than a regular attack. In fact, it's the exact same size as her regular attack. Doing it anyway. I thought for sure that would kill all 4 of them. She's got double strength up. That's bullcrap. Okay. Magic Pixel? Sag. Okay, kill that one. I really need Ellie to have a turn so she can heal everybody. That would be nice. At least they're spreading out the damage a bit. Oh, nice. Ooh, and a crit. These birds are really fast. Which I guess makes sense. They're like hummingbird alligator things. He still didn't get a level. Poor Lloyd. Attack 2, though. This chest has a content respawn rate of 0%. I'm not upset by that. That chest can stay empty forever. Magna Blaze. For some reason I keep thinking I have to hold this. And then this is what happens. How you doing, TOCK? Realize I got her lighting on. Making my face super blue. Even though the game already does that already. How you doing? Who should I give the attack to? Yeah, that makes him a little more even. Hey! Just want the thing on the ground. I wish they started a little bit closer so Noelle could just hit them both. That'd be nice. Really? 7 HP. Stun break too, nice. I never gave Lloyd a hit quartz, did I? Kinda needs it. I'm gonna give him a hit. He needs it. He sucks so much. Yeah. Ended up walking away here after all. No car required. The scenery more than makes up for it, though, don't you think? Yeah, definitely. I'd still rather be driving. I didn't think I'd have to walk this much when I signed up. By the by, see the road forks into another path here. What's over there? That way leads to the Rosenberg studio. A doll maker with some unique connections lives there. Yes, the famous doll studio. Well, famous to aficionados anyway. Come to think of it, wasn't one of its dolls supposed to be up for bid at the auction before? Well, you know. Yeah, it was. I don't know who was responsible for what happened that night. Ren's no longer a crossbow, but maybe it wouldn't hurt to stop by the studio. Maybe. I was gonna anyway. Isn't there a fishing spot right here? No, there's no water at all. I don't know what I was thinking. It's crazy to find 8 cracked pepper. 1 drop. A lot. Country gears. 9 out of 61. What do I do? He moaned yet again. This time gently massaging the hoods of his eyes, which again eased nothing, for he was aware he stood in the way of true love between Genevieve and Jubilee. Men only with evasion. Yeah. Got 30% evasion on Wazzy. It was really early in the game to have that much evasion. Shit, there's people. Shit, it's Campanella. There's no use in persisting. Under no circumstances will I let you into my studio. That you're the head of the 13 factories is irrelevant. You've no right to enter. Have it your way, then. I have no intention of stealing that which rightfully belongs to number 15. But won't you at least hand over the data, Meister? Such is their will, after all. I don't need you telling me that. Like oil and water, you two. I'm surprised you bothered to come when he so obviously hates you, Professor. I have no idea what you're referring to. The Meister and I have a storied past. Especially in regards to doll crafting. We've always had a special teacher-student bond, haven't we? Enough with your nonsense. My art is considered obsolete compared to the work of the Society. They already have their integration theory, so what use am I to them? How modest. When it comes to engineering archaisms, no one in this world surpasses you, Meister. Now, would you be so kind as to hand over the circuit that you used to modify Potter Matter? It'd be a shame to see the Angel of Slaughter's potential go to waste. Damn fiend. Hello? Oh? It would seem you have visitors. Campanella, you've no more business here, correct? Then leave, and take that unpleasant wretch along with you. As you wish. Come now, Professor, we should hurry along to our next stop. After all, there's still so much to do before you can return to the lab. There always is. I'll excuse myself for now, Meister. Do make sure you give our newest little toys a proper inspection once they're completed, That's enough. Leave at once. Farewell for now. And what are you gawping at? Excuse us. It's nice to meet you. We're from the Crossbow Police Special Support Section. Would you happen to be Meister... I actually don't know how to pronounce his name. Joerg? Joerg? Meister Joerg? The owner of the Rosenberg studio? He must be the ones Ren often spoke of. He has long since left for Liberl. What could you want with me? We were just in the area, so we decided to drop by. Our apologies, we didn't know you had guests. Unwelcome ones at that. Pay them no mind. If you have no particular business here, then we have nothing to speak about. You may visit me again when you have a reason to. I will at least hear what you have to say, if only out of respect for Ren. Oh. The gate closed by itself? Old as it may seem, I assume it operates in some kind of mechanism. Yeah, after what Ren's told us, I seriously doubt this place is just a normal doll studio. Even so, something about those guests didn't sit right with me. Yes, he did say they were unwelcome. Can't put my finger on it, but something about them came off to me as suspicious. I guess? Sure, it's fine though. They didn't seem to be dangerous. Noelle, you've still got a long way to go, girl. Yeah, Noelle is blissfully unaware. I assume that whole scene was completely... I assume all of this is completely optional. Like, I could have just driven to my destination and skipped all of this. Now, I don't know about you, but I like missable things. I think missable things, like, mechanically is annoying, but missable, like, cutscenes and, like, side bits and, like, story bits, I'm fine with that. I like that. Because if you just don't really care that much, just plow forward, you know? Hidden quests of the city. I talked to every single person. Wait, have I since... No, I talked to every single person, so I probably found it? Unless I had to, like, do a thing and then talk to somebody. Or unless it has to be, like, after the showdown with Wald. So I talked to everybody before Wald. Is it in the downtown? It's in the downtown district, isn't it? I want to go back, but I don't want to go back. I'm gonna go. Okay. I'll go to the mine. I'm already halfway there. At least in the entertainment district. I mean, I talked to every single person there. They're always just one tile or too far apart from each other. Why is everything weak to fire? Okay, this is bad. Two regular-ass bugs are kicking my ass because of confusion. And then it runs? Jesus. This fucking destroyed us. I feel like Holy Bullet affected her. Like, she could target herself with a Holy Bullet last game. Maybe she couldn't. Maybe she could, and that's why it was so strong. That would make sense. At least one. Yeah, there's usually at least one, I've noticed, per chapter. Everything is weak to fire. Like, absolutely everything. That one's only a little weak to fire, but it's still weak to fire. I could start using some crafts a little bit. Kind of full on CP. Is that a different color? Is this a different enemy? Oh, it is. A mottled murder instead of a mottled killer. Nice. I'm gonna let it sleep for a turn. We go down this route, it'll lead us to some ruins from the Middle Ages known as the Moon Temple. Hey, that was where we went for the investigation I asked you to accompany me on several months ago. Oh, well now I'm feeling left out. Let's not get distracted. Remember, Mayor Bixen is waiting for us to respond to his request. We don't have the spare time to mount an expedition over there. Good point. We can always come back to check the place out later. That was the thing that almost killed me, right? Combat. It is. They really are killer crickets. Fucking scary ass killer crickets. Is this one gonna be like level 100? No. What the fuck? Okay. Didn't know they could do that. I want to encourage first, but that's a lot of turns to wait. I would oh. Can't hit very many of them. Do a Laporte. They're sleepable, right? They are. Noise. I wish Wazzy's was AoE, not single target. Otherwise, I'd S-craft with them right now. The fuck? That is a death blow chance? Alright, let's use Wazzies. Good, good. Alright, you have TLoH. Just kill one of them. Oh, I didn't even think about how many hits his S-craft would have. It was supposed to kill him? Oh, that's fine. I meant to do Lloyd, but this is okay. Supposed to kill, like, that's the damage I was expecting from Wazzy, but no. It would appear. Here's my guess on how the XP works, because even though I'm blanking on names, holy shit. Even though Ellie was up at the end of the fight, I think you have to be up while the enemy dies, and then it counts the XP. Which is why she only gets like half. Because a bunch of them died while she was down. Oh, it gives more elements. 3 turns. Nice. Ooh, an impede. You rummage around and see dozens of rejected chest messages where Azure was used as a pun on Assure. That would have been terrible. That would have been absolutely terrible. Hold on, who doesn't have an impede in their crafts? He doesn't. He does. He does. He does. She's the only one who doesn't, so this is perfect. If I move HP and the attack down here, the time one's up here, I can get more spells. She has a lot of spells, actually. I feel like she has a lot more than other people. And she has the lowest arts. Huh. Well, that's the way the quartz crumbles, I guess. Oh, I should heal some people. That's not gonna let me look at a chest. You must die. Canada 61. This was not the first letter Jubilee had sent, but it was one that marked 1 year since their parting. His staff had intercepted them all on her father's orders, not that it pleased Cyril to know they were coming. I'm barely following along with that story. Prevents death blows. That would have been handy. That would have been really handy. Who should I give that to? Probably her. I kind of like that he has 30% evasion. Alright, I think I'm good. Our accessories. It might die. Still weak to fire, though. Just pointing that out. Yeah, this is definitely the mining question over here. I remember seeing it last game. True love, something out of fairy tales, yes, but Cyril's heart always did pang with longing while reading them. He was a romantic at heart, and now here he sat, the key villain in one seemingly penned to life. I think the hard part about that story is I feel like I'm missing bits in between each bit. Hey! Unfortunate. Oh, she doesn't have any CP. Alright then. I turned to the last guy who kept opening me into that EP charge you took earlier, so go ahead. Try me. I love the music here. It's so chill. Ew, it's harder to get here by foot than I remember. Noelle, Wazzy, are you holding up alright? All good here. Still alive, I suppose, though I didn't realize the SSS was so masochistic. We could have gotten here just as easily by car or bus, more easily, in fact. Walking makes for good training, though. It also lets us familiarize ourselves with the area. That aside, you've really built up your stamina, Ellie. I still remember you getting winded on our first walk to Armorica Village. I have a few certain someones to thank for that. You and Randy would always push me to the brink. Now then, how shall we proceed, Lloyd? Should we speak with Mayor Bixen immediately? Yeah, let's make our way over. The mayor's house is the one on the far side of town, straight ahead. So I can take the bus. I can take the bus to go back to the city and investigate a potential secret quest. Holy mother! Is there something I can do for you, sweet Fraulein? 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 Is this guy? He's totally my type. I'm already getting used to seeing this around Wazzy. Now there's a pretty face. Wait, he is a boy, right? What an odd girl. Wazzy does have some feminine features, this is true. The younger miners in town have been looking a lot more lively these days. That's good. Thing for Lloyd's room. Unique accessory. I feel like I should buy one S tablet for emergency. I don't have a lot of money yet. Oh, snap. Oh. I didn't think I'd be able to go in here. Thought they'd be like, oh, this mine is unnecessary. It's not the mine in question. Let's not go in here. Maybe they'll say that about the lower area. Nope. Okay. I don't see any enemies on the minimap, though. Thank God for Turbo. Having a big area like this, you can run around it, and there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. Not even a chest. Absolutely nothing down here. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, okay. I can't interact with the car magazines yet. That's there. So there's not nothing, but there's basically nothing. I wasn't really looking out for books. I haven't seen any in town yet, have I? I think there was. Stealth food? Strength 50 food. If only I wasn't so poor. Okay, I didn't think okay. I didn't think there would also be posters that just said cook on it. I guess that's just the acquisition method this game is just, it's just going to be laying around in the environment somewhere. It makes it easier to go back and, like, get them if you just miss them. Getting recipes was so completely random last game. There wasn't really any method. It was just pure chaos of where you got a recipe from. Cold Steel was always super formulaic about it. You always learned it from a certain establishment. Pardon us, I believe you called for the CPD Special Support Section? There you are. Sorry to make you come all this way just for us. A long time no see, gang. Same to you. It's good to see you all again. Gantz, how have you been feeling? Oh, I'm holding up alright. No more side effects from that drug or anything. Thanks again for what you did for me back then. We're just glad you're doing well. So about this request, we heard there are monsters in one of the town's old mines. That's right, there's a deserted mine just outside town. No one's been down there in decades. It's a bit of a long story. Why don't you all take a seat and make yourselves comfortable? I'll make us some tea. The front gate was destroyed? Sure was. It may have been old, but it was pretty darn sturdy. One of our citizens passed by and discovered it in pieces. But it was perfectly fine just a few days ago. Whatever happened was in the last 48 hours. This is a real piece of work we're dealing with. I mean, who the hell do they think they are? It's definitely troubling. So you went to check inside and found monsters roaming around? Can't imagine monsters keeping house inside a deserted mine is all that unusual. That's true, but there's more. What's strange isn't the monsters, it's the mine itself. The mine itself? Hard to explain, but it was like the whole place was glowing faintly. The walls themselves were pulsing with this weird purple light. Oh, that does sound strange. If the mine really is that old, then that means the light isn't being caused by some flickering orbital lamps either. But if not that, then what? It's concerning to be sure. I agree, but other than the destruction of the gate, no other harm has been done. Right now, concern is as far as we're at. We know how busy you all are, so I hope you don't mind us asking for your assistance. Not at all, we understand. The gate being destroyed alone makes this a case worth investigating. Let's check it out right away. Agreed, we should go to see the situation for ourselves. Roger. Sounds like we've got a thrilling new case on our hands. Thank you, SSS, we're counting on you. Gantz, if you would be so kind as to show them inside. You got it, Mr. Mayor. I'll head there now. Come see me in front of the mine when you're ready. Great to see he's doing so well. It is, thanks to all of you. Now, if only we could get him to go cold turkey on that gambling habit of his, too. He still blows all his mirror on his off days at the casino. Some things never change. Well, it's his money. As long as he doesn't go overboard again, I think it should be fine. Anyway, the old mine is just outside town, right? Yes, head down the mountain a bit, and it'll be northwest of the city, directly opposite the tunnel path. I don't know what's going on there, folks, so please be careful. Okay. Recipes? They ain't got no recipes. Do I have any food? Like ingredients? I could make some things. Okay. Let's min-max this prankster. Boom. Fact. Wait. Let's min-max the shit out of it. recipe. This better be peculiar. Hell yeah. I only make the one, apparently. Rich cappuccino. It's gonna get a lot more confusing when everyone is full of quartz, so I'm not gonna remember whose is whose. That's right. I'm save scumming. I didn't save after switching the quartz, though. I want cat food. Although I might actually... might be able to feed that to Cop. Assuming it stays in my inventory. I mean, I don't have any more. I loaded, but... I've never been happy about brown liquid before. Okay. Let's head back to the city. Now, let's see. I mean, I'm certain I talked to everyone. Unless another person comes walking by. I wasn't allowed in the theater. Does he actually go inside? You better actually go inside. Ooh. I missed it? That kind of bothers me. Like... there's the yellow car. But this one over here? Oh, you know what? Lloyd did mention a thing. Oh, did I miss a thing yesterday? But that's weird because I literally talked. I've like at every opportunity throughout the game so far, I have gone around the city and I have talked and interacted with every single thing possible, and I still miss a hidden quest. How the fuck did I miss it? I'm still gonna check down here. Okay, that makes sense. Like, I talk, like, you can see it in, like, the VODs and shit. Like, I talk to everybody. I don't know how I missed it. Unless I had to, like, go back after a certain side quest or something. Or a main quest. I don't know. I don't know. Some of those are so specific where it's like you have to trigger a certain point in the main quest. Or a main quest. And then go back and talk to some person again. Wait, did I just need to interact with this and now I can get the car magazines? Oh, fuck. Now I have to go get all the car magazines? Oh, I've seen like 4? I think? Yeah, this is day 2. I'm gonna rest at least while we're here. What about the reporter? Oh, Rains is preparing to go into some ruins. He was in the mall. I talked to him, and I talked to everyone at the CPD. Or not the CPD, the magazine. Like, he's still right here. And I've been to the news station. I feel like this would come into play on the next section. Okay, where were all the car magazines? I think there's one in the residential district, I think. One of these houses is a car magazine, I'm pretty sure. Aha! Where were the other car magazines? New reporter? A new reporter? I think there was a car magazine in here. Still racking my brain about these magazines. Not in there. I don't think there was one in the library. Crossbell. News service. Well, it's not... I can't interact with Rains or anything in a special way. There wasn't a book in the bank. Maybe one of these apartments had a car magazine? I think the Bracer Guild had like a cooking book. Oh, they had nothing. Oh, the graveyard. Oh, there is a book there. I can't remember if it's a cookbook or a car book, but I'll check. I'll double check the library as well, but I don't remember any special books lying around. I mean, it's possible everything you're saying pertains to like a different section. I think you're right about me missing a thing with the car. So the hidden quest would have been on day 1 and I missed it already. And maybe like a reporter thing is the next chapter. Aw. I don't think the bar... anything. Oh, like that. The back alley bar had a book. Oh yeah, the theater, but I can't go in the theater right now. The theater definitely had a car book in like the costume room. Yeah, the alarm didn't have anything. There's nothing in Imelda's. That was a cookbook. Is a hidden path in the Chinese restaurant? Oh my god. That's news to me. I see. Let's start. Oh, that special reporter dude. Did I ever go in the library? Maybe I forgot. Oh, hello, Lloyd, my boy. Your timing couldn't be better. This is Nielsen, the man I told you about earlier. So you're the international journalist, then. Nice to meet you. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the CPD Special Support Section. So this is the SSS, and if you're Lloyd, that would make you its leader, right? You have a very clean, crisp voice, if you don't mind my saying. Oh, pardon my asking, but would you happen to be... blind? That's correct. I lost my vision in an accident many years ago. There you are, Director. Your break has been over for ages. The front desk misses you, you know. Whoopsie daisy, seems I got a bit too wrapped up in our conversation. You'll have to excuse me, duty calls, as they say. Of course, why don't we catch up and exchange notes again sometime soon? Sure thing, drop by whenever you like. It's like you're up, Lloyd. Take care. Oh, sure. What did he mean by... Please allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Nielsen, a freelance journalist. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Same here, nice to meet you. Nielsen, where have I heard that name before? Didn't I just read the Pulitzer Prize was for Nielsen? I think I did. Truth be told, I've been greatly looking forward to meeting with the Special Support Section. It's an honor. I'll be frank, I'd like to submit a support request of sorts. Would you be willing to hear me out? Sure, how can we help? Thing is, I'm currently conducting an investigation into the cult incident from this past spring. However, there are several elements of the case that remain unclear to me. So whom better to consult than the team that played a pivotal role in resolving that very crisis? Want to interview us about the cult incident? Sounds like you already know a thing or two about it. What should we do, Lloyd? Given the sensitive nature of the topic, we have to be very careful about what we reveal. You're right. But on the other hand, going through with this interview might help refresh our minds on what actually happened. Of course I'm cooperating with Nielsen. We've met him in Cold Steel. He is, like, super high up in the know kind of dude. I think he was fully trustworthy. I'm trying to remember exactly. I think he was working with those Calvard agents in Cold Steel. And he knew everything about everything. So, well, if you insist, alright, we'll agree to an interview. However, say no more. I know there are things that one in your position shouldn't reveal. You're free to decline as many questions as you wish. I also think it would be best to consider anything we discussed today as strictly off the record. Got it, thanks for your understanding. One thing though, where should we hold it? I think doing it here could pose a problem. In that case, how about the seating area upstairs? It's relatively secluded, and we'll know if anyone is nearby. I think it's the perfect spot. Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's head on over. Thank you for agreeing to this interview. First, let us begin by laying out the context behind the incident. It began with the D therefore G cult, whose creed called for rejecting Adios in favor of worshipping devils. Over 10 years ago, they committed a series of child abductions all over the continent. I would like to review the manner in which those kidnappings were resolved 6 years ago. At the time, a large-scale operation was conducted to expose and exterminate the cult's lodges across the continent. Can you tell me the forces responsible for carrying out that operation? I'm gonna get all this shit wrong. I want to say it was everybody. The bracers were definitely involved, and the police were definitely involved. All of the above. A joint effort between multiple national militaries, police forces, and Bracer Guild branches, right? Correct. Due to the scale of the abductions, an international task force was assembled to carry out the investigation. Precisely. And leading that task force as its commander was Cassius Bright of the Bracer Guild, who... may I interrupt for a moment? When you say Cassius Bright, you mean the Brigadier General Bright, commander of the Royal Liberalian Army? Precisely. He retired from active duty and spent around 10 years as a bracer. He only rejoined the army 2 years ago. That's quite the career trajectory. Maybe so, but there's something else that caught my attention. The name Bright. I didn't consider it until now, but could there be any relation? Yeah, I confirmed it while reviewing documents during my training with the 1st Division. Cassius Bright is Estelle Bright's father, and Joshua is his adopted son. I knew it! That's some coincidence. Thought there was something special about her during a little foot race. Little did I know she was born to fame. So you know the daughter of Brigadier General Bright, do you? I'm well acquainted with her exploits through my work, but personally, not so much. Kind of a long story, but we got to know her a little bit earlier this year. That's neither here nor there, though. My apologies for getting us off topic. Please continue. Very well, then. 6 years ago, the suppression operation was carried out under the command of Cassius Bright of the Bracer Guild. That operation was believed to have wiped out as much as 90% of the cult's influence. Among the participants was a certain promising squad from the Crossbell Police Department led by one Sergei Liu. I was gonna say Lau. The same Sergei Liu who served as section chief of the SSS today. He and his 2 subordinates carried the flag of the CPD for that operation. Said subordinates would be none other than Arios McLean and Guy Bannings, the older brother of Lloyd Bannings. Looks like you've done your homework. You even know the connection between me and Guy. Even among the police, there are only a select few who have this much information. When you've done this for as long as I have, you develop a reliable network of sources. Guy Bannings himself used to be one of them, in fact. He was? Yes, Guy lent me his aid time and time again prior to his passing. But I digress. There was also another Crossbellan who played a role in the cult investigation. That would be Ian Grimwood, a lawyer and civilian advisor. Even then, Mr. Grimwood was well known and respected for his expertise on civil rights. I'm told he even contributed to gathering intelligence on the abductees. I do recall him telling us about how he assisted with the investigation. So that's the role he played. I've also heard that both the church and a mysterious organization made covert interventions down the line. Because of them, whatever influence the cult retained after the suppression quickly vanished. Church. Is that what Father Kevin was referring to back at the Altair Lodge? A mysterious organization is likely that society we learned about. But them sure like to remain on the sly, don't they? Nevertheless, the cult's activities should have concluded years ago. And yet, several months ago, it became evident that remnants of the cult were still alive and well. I know you're all too aware of who I'm referring to. Of course, Joaquin Gunter, one of their surviving members, finally crawled out of the woodwork. Precisely. He clearly had knowledge of the cult's inner workings well before the incident. In the end, however, did Joachim Gunter serve as their leader? I think he was a high priest. I don't remember. I'm gonna go with high priest. No, he wasn't. He was a high priest within the cult. That's right, he said as much himself. Yeah, but he also seemed to have a knack for research. It sounded like he supervised a bunch of experiments. I think that's what led to his familiarity with the cult's inner workings. A reasonable theory. It was that position which allowed him to advance his research through the rituals they conducted around the continent. And after he successfully evaded the suppression operation 6 years ago, he went into hiding. Upon learning of former Speaker Hartman's weakness for a facility called Paradise, he was able to take refuge in Crossbell. Finally, he perfected a drug bearing the name of True Wisdom, Gnosis. I'm unclear on the specifics, but my understanding is that he produced it to fulfill the cult's ambitions. That's right, the cult's ambitions. He He said their goal was to make Kia into the true god. Yeah, he also claimed he could perceive things while under the influence of red gnosis. How you doing, Sarayu? But in the end, we didn't get an opportunity to question him for all the details. As always, there are unanswered questions, but I do believe we've outlined most of the particulars behind the incident. So now I'd like to finish by reflecting on the D therefore G cult's origin. Would that be alright with you? Cult's origins? Yes, would you happen to know how long the cult dates back? Oh. There's a mention in the records up 1,200 years ago, but I think that was just... I don't know if that was... Every question I've gotten in this game so far has actually been hard to answer. This game is not pulling punches on the bonus DP. I'm inclined to say 1,200. It's one of these two, I'm pretty sure. I think. It's not possible. Oh, it was 500. Oh. Fuck. I think 1,200 was dating back to like the Calamity or something. The cult traces back over 500 years ago to Crossbell's Middle Ages. What makes you say that? We heard it from Joachim himself. Well, it's been like 6 months, so I don't remember what the fuck he said. He told us that powerful alchemists used to roam this land 500 years ago. According to him, the cult had been making use of their technology ever since. Though, of course, anything about their history prior to that is pretty unclear. I see. To think Joachim Gunter would willingly reveal so much. Yes, alchemists once lived in these lands, the very same ones who built Stargazer's Tower. It's amazing to think that their knowledge, which before was merely legend, would be corroborated in such a sinister way. In one ear, all the other, it's true. Sometimes I'll read what they say, and I'll realize by the end of it, I have no idea what the fuck they just said, because my brain just kind of leaves my body for like 10 seconds. It's amazing that I can read text, read it out, but not actually ingest the words that were being said. It's certainly surprising. Yes, and on that note, do you suppose this means that the little girl all of you took in is also over 500 years old? Do that a lot reading quests. I think it's easy to do when you're reading, but when you're reading it out loud, I'm like, I am reading words, translating them into like mouth noises, and I'm making the mouth noises to say the words, and it still didn't like go through the brain really. You'd think reading out loud would force you to understand what the hell you're saying, and sometimes I still just fucking scan the words, I know what they sound like, I make the sounds. And then I realize I have no idea what the fuck I just even said. Just how much do you know about that incident? My apologies, that remark was uncouth of me. It was merely a ludicrous notion that I arrived at by combining our respective pools of information. I swear by the goddess that I wouldn't print such a thing, so please be at ease. Right. Part is when you do that, mispronounce something. You know what? I actually changed my pronunciation of gnosis. I was saying gnosis, because I think if you look it up, it is like a Greek word, and it's pronounced gnosis. But I forgot to turn off the Japanese voices when I first started this game, and in Japanese they say gnosis. So I am saying gnosis from now on, and I like the sound of it better. And with that, I believe our interview has come to an end. Thank you very much for your cooperation today. This whole experience was very enlightening indeed. Not at all, it was helpful for us as well. I believe it's time for me to be heading to my next appointment. If you'll excuse me then. Perhaps we can do this again in the future should the opportunity arise. For a blind man, he sure walks with a spring in his step. His There's really something about him, isn't there? Yeah, he's full of surprises in more ways than one. But he did give his word about Kia, so let's hope we can trust him. Right. Ah! What's up, Ellie? Finally hit me why his name sounded familiar. That man just now was Marcel Nielsen. He's a cross-Belgian journalist who won the Pulitzer Prize about 10 years ago. Wow, even I've heard of the Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, it's an international award given to the most outstanding journalist each year. That explains how he was so insightful. Wait, if he's from Crossbell, does that mean... Yes, he once worked as a correspondent for the Crossbell News Service. He was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for his coverage of a war, the very same one that robbed him of his vision. Pronounced Ren as Renee for a while. I mean, it is kind of spelled like Renee, to be fair. And Renee is like a legit name, as opposed to Ren. Since then, he's continued covering news all over the continent as a freelancer for several publications. Mr. Nielsen is distinguished among even the best journalists. He's that talented. Really now, who would have guessed we were being interviewed by a celebrity? Marcel Nielsen. We should speak with him again sometime if we get the chance. Hidden quest found. Thanks, Yosuke. I wouldn't even, like, looked again. Because I assumed I'd been everywhere. Apparently, I just never went into the fucking library. Or maybe I did. Maybe I had to... Because I remember running into Nielsen somewhere else. And maybe I had to run into him there first. And then come and see him again. I don't know. But anyways. Car books. I found the one in the mansion. There's one in the theater that I can't get right now. I swear there was a third one somewhere. And then there's one in the mines. Where haven't I double checked? Department store? I swear there's a third one somewhere. There definitely wasn't any up here. There wasn't any on the roof. There's none in the SSS building. There's none down there. I mean, I double-checked this whole place. In here somewhere? Finally got Reverie and Daybreak. Nice, nice, nice. You gotta play through Cold Steel. Why do you gotta play through Cold Steel again? To, like, do, like, a save thing? Or, like... Played 4 since it came out. But you saw you saw, like, a good chunk of my playthrough recently, didn't you? You know what happens. You know the rage I felt. I swear there's another book in town. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I gotta scroll up in chat. There's a hidden path in a Chinese restaurant. Forgot about that. That's fucking paused. Hidden path. Oh, I see it. This is new. Nice. Did you know that if you join the Business Owners Association and start hiding items inside of chests, they'll double over time? Called Moore's Law. I feel like that's gonna be uncovered and that's gonna be like a geofront entrance. Oh my god! Fucking more? Ooh, a mute. Why do Puck and Roos hate Zhang Hui's lectures? Because they're long and loud. don't have Azure. Okay, who doesn't have on hit? You don't have on hit. That gives her TLoH now too. Good. Okay. I swear to God there's a third car book in the town. Maybe there was only 2. I thought I saw a pop-up. Was it in the bank? No, it wasn't in the bank. Now I have to check. Okay, hold on. No. 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 I mean, I didn't really check West Street at all. Maybe there was one here somewhere. I checked the rich apartments, didn't I? I don't think there were any books in any of the rich apartments. I think there was one in Tally's, wasn't there? It was a cookbook. Man, I wish I had interacted with the car garage earlier. I've double-checked all of East Street. I mean, I haven't checked, like, the Civic Center, but I don't... There's no books in the Civic Center. Yeah, there's no books in the Civic Center. I've checked the entire Harbor District. I didn't double check the hotel. There's definitely a book in here somewhere, but I think it was just a cookbook. Yeah, it was just a cookbook. Not in the casino. Theater, yes, but I'm not allowed in there. I've checked there. I mean, maybe there was one in the fucking gang. Can't remember their names. But I'm not allowed in there because Wald is all pissy. Check the back alley, check the bank. Okay. Oh, wait. The cemetery. That's right. There's a book in the cemetery that may have been a cookbook. It was a cookbook. Well, I've already rechecked the whole town, so we'll just go back to mains. And we'll actually, you know, move forward instead of running around looking for car books. I wonder what the parts do. Oh, it's optional parts. Nice. I still don't know why we have an owl for, like, on our grill. Like, why? Why an owl? Seems odd. Domains. Maybe it was at the police academy. Maybe I saw a car book there. Did I have the option to go there? Or am I stuck? Just hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm not allowed right now. Let's get the car book in here. Hey, charming paintwork. We'll check that out later. And we're off. To the mines. I didn't think it would take this long to get to the mines. Ooh. Protective helmet, you say? That item's used, as in it used to be mine before you took it. Fair. 15 defense. That's not very impressive when we're already at like 450 on average. I mean, it's not nothing, but like... kind of feels like nothing. Hey, there you are. Yeah, so this is the place. That's the gate that was destroyed? Looks like it was cut clean through. Sure does. I can't fathom this being done by human strength, though. It could have been done by that red-haired dude. Anyhow, over here we have the entrance to the mine itself. That light, it really is there. How very bewitching in an eerie sort of way. No doubt there are dangerous monsters lurking about in there. Yeah. How should we proceed, Lloyd? It might be a good idea to contact the Guardian Force if they can spare the manpower. You're right, calling in some extra backup never hurt anyone. No, first we should see how things are inside. We need to know what we're dealing with. If it's more than we can handle alone, then we'll request the CGF's support. Fair enough. Roger that. Alright, I'd advise making sure we're fully prepared before stepping in then. I'm probably trapped in there before we do. I'm gonna separate save. And I'm gonna take a quick break, stretch my legs, and whatnot, so I'll be right back.